Hello folks, Agent Artworks here, and this is my series called Before the Internet. So what we have here clearly is in the height of technology. We'll call it a computer. So what happened was this is about 82, man, I want to say no more than 83, right? This is around Christmas of 82. I'm thinking hard here. Christmas of 82, early 83. Pops is super enthused, comes home with this box, I don't know what, 12 by I don't know, 6 inches by 6 inches, right? Styrofoam, the squeaky styrofoam. Like, what is this thing? Squeak, squeak. It's a computer, specifically a Timex Sinclair 1000. Before you get on the other part of the interwebs and start looking it up, why don't we focus, bring it back here to the video, and that's why Agent Artworks is going to tell you about this. So this computer, Timex Sinclair 1000, yeah, about the size of a 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, maybe smaller than that, 2K, 2 kilobytes. But here's the bonus: a separate box that it came with, 16K expander, right? 18K computer. And it was like 35 bucks or something, you know? I mean, this is 82 and people still weren't even buying this thing. They were like giving these things away. And I think my dad got it from like a Sav-On or something, because I remember we went back and I saw it like in the glass cabinet, you know, next to like the calculator watches and all that other stuff that one of the best people in the world, David Hasselhoff, probably bought stuff for so he could talk to Kit. He probably went to Thrifty's and that's where he got all that stuff, so he could upgrade Kit. Yeah. In any case, Timex Sinclair 1000. So what we have here is, in the picture, I am loading Grimm's Fairy Tales, which is the absolute most ghetto version of Pac-Man you could ever think of, for multiple reasons, which makes it even more epic. Number one, Timex Sinclair 1000, not color, so you know what that means, black and white. So this was in black and white, and I'm getting to the format of how the output would show on the TV momentarily, but let's get to the output first. So the output was black and white. From my memory, it was X's and O's. You're like an X and you had to, like, you know, eat a square, which was like the equivalent of the power up to make the O's flash and scary or something, so you could eat the O's. So what we're looking at here is like a Pac-Man and the ghosts, right? So you're the X. You got to eat the power pellet, the big one, just so you can get the O's scary, so they're not trying to eat you. And that's the best of my memory, and that's how Grimm's Fairy Tales went down, right? So to load this, and as silly as it sounds, because, you know, Dad brought it, just dropped it off, dropped the mic, right? Took me months to figure it out, and I wasn't too focused in it, other than I was wowed for the first like 5 minutes when I could type my name and see the electronic letters on my UHF capacity television with the rabbit ears. But to get the game on the television, we used something called a tape recorder. And it was, I swear, I don't know how I remember this, but I swear it was like 5 minutes. It was over 5 minutes. It was like, I'm not even kidding, 5 minutes and 38 seconds to load this black and white program through an 18K computer to the television itself. And I didn't read the directions, of course. I just put the tape in, and then, you know, when you first start to try to play it, it goes something like this, like it's these squeaky sounds, and that's sending all the bits and the ones and zeros, you know, to the computer, to the TV, and it was. So, you know, they told you to plug in like the audio video from the computer, from the and the cassette deck. I plug it in, I wait, and then after 2 minutes, and it was like, keep the volume at 7 and 8. And I'm like, what the hell? Where's my game? So I remember specifically unplugging it, and it was just this loud shrieking. And, of course, you got to obviously start it over. So I had to rewind the tape and start it over. So, yeah, that was that. I only had like 2 or 3 programs, I think, for this thing besides Grimm's Fairy Tales. I wish I still had it, but you know how it is. If you kept everything that you ever had, you wouldn't have room for anything now. I don't know. So in any case, I have the calendars off to the side, right? March of 82, July of 82, October 83, and you see the 2 calendars off the side of the picture there to the right as showing, along with my Yogi Bear watch that I had, of how long it would take to load one video game, because it seemed like months and months and months. And more importantly, of course, and this wasn't even trying to convince Pops to get me a computer to play games, because that's what computers were built for in the early 80s for kids, was to play games. And I'm saying that sarcastically, but I'm also saying that partially on the truth. Pops just came home one day with this computer, and he wasn't like, hey, look, it's to play games. I don't know. He thought I was gonna code something, or work on my way towards becoming a genius. In any case, Timex Sinclair 1000, and again, this is late 82, early 83, and thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and this is my series called Before the Internet. See you on the next video. Thanks again.